Hello everybody, Crow here, and at the beginning of October, I put up a bunch of videos that were all games that I wanted to trade away, and I'm sitting here now. Most of those trades are finalized. I've received basically all the packages that I'm expecting, except for one, and that one is actually from Kefka 14. Let me just double check that really quick. Yes, Kefka 14. I know he sent it out. I just haven't received it yet. I don't know what the deal is, but whenever I do get that, I'll probably put that in a pickups video in the future. Yeah, it was pretty. All the games I put up, I actually traded away probably half, maybe even more than half of that stuff I put up. So I mean, I did a lot better than I thought I did. So I got a bunch of packages here from, a lot of people, just, sent me money, via PayPal or whatnot. But I did get a lot of games as well back, and that's what I'm going to show off here. I'm going to go one package at a time, read off the notes that, if any, are in there. Also, one thing I want to mention is that I actually, for the most part, did not send out any notes in the packages I sent out. The main reason for that was because I was basically putting together like, 3-5 packages whenever I did that. Maybe even more than that. And I really was like, I was short on time, and I didn't have time to write notes. So I basically didn't include notes. I just included the items. So yeah, let's just start from the beginning. I'll put the links of everybody that sent the trade, so you can see their channel. Just, everybody that sent me something. First one is from Younger Gamer 1. Gamer spelled with 2 M's. So this is Younger Gamer 1. No note, but that's fine because I didn't send anybody notes. And he just had a bunch of random stuff to send me, and I was like, yeah, all this stuff sounds cool. I think I just didn't accept a couple things. What's funny is that he sent me a DS game with no label on it. And I don't know if that was part of the agreement or not. And I know I checked it, but I already forgot what it was. Let me see something. It's kind of unusual when we turn on this DS here. Where is he? Because I listed out what I was expecting from everybody here, too. What did he say he was going to send me? Because this might be bonus. Yeah, I did not know he was going to send this. It's a DS game with no label, but it's Bakugan Battle Brawlers. So thanks for that surprise. Also, let me get that game back out. The game I did have in there was Picross 3D. He did not send me that. I actually had that. He also sent, let's see, PlayStation 2 memory card, and these things are still more pricier than I would like to actually pay for them. So yeah, I was happy to have that. Also sent me for the PSP a 1 gig of memory stick. So yeah, thanks for that. Also we got for the Game Boy Color Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories. And I actually got started first on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game Boy Advance Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. So it'd be interesting to see this Yu-Gi-Oh! Game Boy Color game. And then a couple of Game Boy Advance games I didn't have. There's, it looks like there's 2 Scooby-Doo games on this cartridge. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase and Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem or what, I don't know. But there's 2 games listed on this cartridge. My camera's probably not going to focus in. And it's autofocus. I have no manual focus on there, so I got no control over that. I might be able to switch it to a macro mode, but I'm not going to bother with that. We got The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer, so accepted that. And we got, and I just accepted this for the hell of it, Disney Princess Royal Adventure. So I was like, sure, send it my way. So yes, thank you, Younger Gamer 1. Moving on, we got a package from, let's see, One Anonli. That's One-A-N-O-N-L-I. So let's see, I already opened up all these packages just to check. It looks like we got a note in here. He's like, He goes, thanks for the trade, bro. Looking forward to your package. Hope you enjoy this game as much as I did. Great channel. Keep it up. Your bro, Ianoli. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. Tune in to the Reefer Madness show. So he must have some Reefer Madness show on his channel. Interesting. And the game he sent me is like, sent me Namco Museum for the Nintendo 64. It says, sorry for the shaking you hear in this game. I mean, there's a note on there. I believe it's the clamp that holds the cartridge together. I tested it, cleaned it, shipped it, works 100%. Yeah, I could probably take that apart and fix that up. No problem. So thanks for that. I need to make a separate pile for these notes. Okay, we got a package here from Coach Mills' blog. And let's take out everything he sent me here. Just make sure there's nothing else in there. I see bubble wrap. Yep, that's some. So he says in this note, Jim, thanks for the trade. If you are not satisfied with the conditions of the games, let me know so I can offer something else. You have a great channel. Keep hunting down those games. Best in health, Coach Mills' blog. And he sent me 2 games, and they look like they're in excellent condition. He sent me the Karate Kid, which I didn't have. Well, no, it's an Angry Video Game Nerd game too. And he sent it even with the sleeves, so thank you. And also, Tiny Toon Adventures, Plucky's Big Adventure for the PlayStation. It looks like it's in great shape. Yes. So yeah, I mean, this stuff looks brand new. So yeah, I didn't need to be worried about me not being satisfied with the condition. So yes, thank you. Moving on to the next package, we got one from My Artwork 907, and let's see here. We got the note to Crow 1111. Thank you for doing the trade with me. Hope you enjoy. I'm gonna blank out the name of the game so you can see it as a surprise. Keep up the great vids, My Artwork 907, and it's kind of a rarish, crappy NES game, but I couldn't resist taking up the offer and trade for this. That is Color a Dinosaur for the NES. This game, I've seen footage of this game. It's truly bad, but man, I'm a collector, as well as a gamer, so I've got to have Color a Dinosaur on the NES. So thank you for Color a Dinosaur. My Artwork 907. Next package is from Star Blazers 1969, and actually this package was not part of the original trade agreement. Basically, he paid me for the items I sent him, and then he said, I have this game, I'll just send it to you if you'd like. And I was like, definitely send me the game. But so this is more of a donation than a trade, but I'm just including it because it kind of is part of the trade to some extent, but not really. So he says in his note, "Hi, Crow 1111. I think I'm saying too many ones. I am donating. I'm gonna blank that out to your channel. I have also included the Black game Black. He actually sent me another game that was a surprise in the package. The game is on blank, so I can't guarantee that it were. Blanky blank. It's like a Mad Lib now. Please let me know if it does. I've heard that blank is a fun game. I actually have not tried out the game yet, but I will. But this was the game that he sent me. It's Battle Chess on the 3DO, and I loved Battle Chess back in the day. I used to play it on the PC. There's also an NES version, yeah, 3DO version of Battle Chess. So that's interesting. But the game, the extra game that he sent me is actually Munchie on the Commodore 64. And it's on a disc, so he's worried it won't work. But I can't see why it wouldn't work. I mean, the disc that looks like it's in great condition. And it says it's a Pac-Man style arcade game, so it's got the Pac-Man clone. So thank you, Star Blazers 1969. I will definitely be playing these sometime in the future. And next package is from Sonic Hockey AUG. That's AUG at the end of Sonic Hockey. So, let's see. Oh, we got a note. See, I'm saying almost everybody sent me a note, and I hardly didn't really send anybody any. Crow. Hope this got to you in one piece. Thank you for doing this trade. I hope we can continue in the near future. Happy gaming. From one gamer to another, Saul, aka Sonic Hockey AUG. So, here's the game. I think we just traded one game each for this one. Gave me Spider-Man on the Sega Genesis game I did not have. No manual, but he did say it didn't have a manual, so that's fine. Cartridge, really in box. That's all I really care about for Genesis games. So thank you for that. My manual is a bonus, but but you can't have everything sometimes. Next box is from, oh man, the label I put on here fell off. So I'm going to have to figure out who this came from really quick. This is from Mr. Bazooka Joe 101. Sent me a box with a couple games in here. I don't know if there's a note in here. Let me take a look really quick before I... Yeah, that's fine. No note, but that's fine. Lots of packing material I could reuse. So yes, he sent me, let's see, we got Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance. Game I did not have. Crash Bandicoot, A Huge Adventure for the Game Boy Advance. We got Super Mario Advance, which is really Super Mario Brothers 2 remade for the Game Boy Advance. He sent me the manual with that too. And also Blue Dragon for the Xbox 360, a game I was always interested in but never picked up. So, yep, they've got the, let's see here, yep, got the disc and the manual and everything, and let's just double check. Oh, yeah, that's right, this is like a few discs. Yeah, no problem with these discs. They look like they'll work just fine. I mean, it's got a couple smudges, but no scratches or anything. But that's good. Thank you for that, Mr. Bazooka Joe 101. Moving on. Next pack. Oh, that's the note from that package. That was. So now where's this note? This note is disappeared. See, I think there's a note in here, so maybe we can figure out who this is from really quick. Nope. I'll look this up really quick. I don't think I wrote a note for this one. Here we go. Yes, I didn't. This is from Pimpcess Moneymaker. Let me just get the stuff out of here. And... Alright. What was I expecting? Oh, yeah, he sent me a bonus, too. He says, Dear Crow 1111. 111. Just 3 ones. I keep saying 4 ones. Thank you once again for doing this trade with me. I look forward to doing many more trades with you in the future. Please excuse my handwriting. My printer ran out of ink. You got very nice handwriting. I can read this just fine, thank you. Please let me know when this arrives. And I did let him know when it arrived. So, yes. Here's what I actually traded for. And they're actually still bubble wrapped because I never ripped them out of the package thing. We got Donkey Kong Land 2 for the Game Boy. Game Boy Color, maybe? Maybe it's I think it's Game Boy, but they put it in an orange cartridge. Probably is compatible with Game Boy Color. Or enhanced for Game Boy Color. And then the second thing was Tetris Plus, and this looks like it's got a label Super Game Boy Game Pack. I never really was aware of Tetris Plus, so I was kind of excited to hear about that one. And the bonus game he sent me was Army Men 2 for the PC. Yep, Army Men 2. So thank you for the bonus. And the other games as well. Let's just toss that. Last package. This is from Euro Games. It's HIRO Games. Let me just get sorted out here, because I still got, there's a lot of packaging in here. Yeah, I think he sent me a bunch of bonus stuff too. I think I only was expecting 2 things, and he sent 3, if I'm remembering correctly. Here's the note. Hey, Crow. Here are the games I agreed to trade you for some stuff on YouTube. Since you seem to enjoy blank games, I'm going to blank that out, and it wasn't on your collection list, I've included a little something extra. If you look up the distances... Okay, I'm not going to read that part because it actually will give away, because it's actually part of the game. Yeah, and he says, if you do blah, 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 blah. It's not actually as bad as my review made it out to be. Maybe it bring you hours of joy, or at least look good on the shelf. Euro Games. So, this is what I actually tried to do that one last. But yes, we got a Sega CD game, WWF Rage in the Cage. So, yep. Ooh, it's got, even got the little foam insert in there. You got everything very nicely packaged in there. And also, I kept looking at this game. I know it's a really bad game, but for some reason, it's kind of hard to find on the Master System. And every time I do find it, it's not worth the price they're asking for it. And it's Elf for the Master System. So yeah, I mean, just looking at Elf's face is well worth just having this game. Yeah, I've heard it's a really bad game. I've seen kind of like a playthrough of it. Yeah, not looking like the greatest of games, but still one I kind of wanted nonetheless, but for a good price. And this is the game that he sent me he knew I didn't have, and that is Great Golf on the Master System. And the ironic thing about all the great sports games on the Master System is that they're not so great. So, thank you for this. And he says it's not so bad, but you got the cartridge, no manual, but that's fine. It's a bonus. And yeah, I kind of do like golf games on those systems. Hot Shots Golf. I even like the Atari 2600 Golf for some odd reason. It's hard for me to find a golf game that I can't enjoy. So, those were all the trades. Thank you to everybody who did trades with me. I'll put links to everybody's channel in the description box. Very long video. I knew it was going to be because of the amount of stuff I had to go through. But thanks everyone for watching. See you next time. Bye.
From the director who brought you that earlier stuff, more of the same.